I'm PK sir, and today I'm going to start the new chapter, the new empires and the kingdom. I think chapter 10, subject history. Okay, so let's start the chapter. The first point, processes and what they tell us. Actually, this chapter is dedicated to Gupta empires. Okay, and Gupta empires I have explained in the Google Meet class that it is one of the greatest empire or dynasty in ancient India. And Chandragupta I was the founder or the real founder of this Gupta dynasty or the Gupta Empire, 321 CE. Now, why this Gupta Empire was so great? I have already explained that this is also known as the classical age, you can say, classical dynasties, because regarding this time, regarding the or by the Gupta emperors or the kings, in the field of the education, literature, economy, trading, business, India or ancient India flourished. So that's why our historian told that the Gupta empires created or brought the classical age for the ancient India. Even more than 500 Sanskrit books were written. Compilation of the Mahabharata, Ramayana was done in this period, and ninth jewel like the great poet Kalidas, Harishena or Charakshutrata or so Barahu Mihir, Surya Aryabhatta, they actually was born in these times, and they brought the classical age for the ancient India. Now, in praise of the king, several times we have seen in the ancient India that their court poets, inscribed the inscriptions in praise of the kings, how he was good or he was, great, or how he became great. So that's why this kind of inscriptions is known as the prosestes. So what is prosestes? Prosestes, it is a kind of inscription that means in praise of about the king. It is called the prosestes. So it is a Sanskrit word that means the praising to someone. So Harishena, we will talk about the Allahabad pillar inscriptions or the Allahabad prosesti, because it is this inscription is found in Allahabad. So that's why we call this the Allahabad prosestes. Now why prosestes? Because Harishena, the court poet and the ministers of the great ruler Samudragupta, okay, the son of Chandragupta I, composed this inscription in praise of his rulers, and it was known as the Allahabad prosestes. Now Samudragupta, who was belonged to the Gupta dynasties, and it gives us lot of information about the past, that means about the Gupta empires. Like this inscription gave us information about the Samudragupta's courages or Samudragupta's success, and how Samudragupta was a specialist in Bina, or he had written the poems, even he had written a drama. That means how he became the great, the total information you can get from this Allahabad pillar inscription. So this is all about the process this, and I have given you this map for the Gupta empire. In that time, this was the extension part of the Gupta dynasty. You can see that the map. Okay. Now Samudragupta's Prasasti. We'll talk. This is the picture of the Samudragupta, by the way. It's a kind of oil paintings. So actually, in that time, pictures was not available, so camera was not available, as you all know that it was not invented yet. So that's why the different kind of oil paintings you can find it. So from that things we have drawn, or some painter have drawn this picture. So he was looking like this. So Samudragupta. Samudragupta probably one of the greatest ruler of the Gupta dynasty. Follow it. Now Samudragupta was well educated. Okay, and he was known as the Kaviraj. Okay, he was known as the music composer, and even he was well known, to write poems and to play the binas. Okay, so Allahabad Prasasti described that Samudragupta was a warrior who won the battle at Taun, who was learned and the best of poets, right? And According to the Prasastis, this Prasastis, he was described as equals to the god. So Harisena written about the Samudragupta writing that whose body was most charming, being covered with the plantainous beauty of the marks of hundred of scars caused by the battles, battle axes, arrows, spikes, spears, barbed darts, etc. So it described that Samudragupta fought different battles and he never defeated, but the beauty increased because different kind of cut marks he found in the Samudragupta's body that increases the beauty of to become the warriors. Even the map Nong 7, it is you can find out in the page Nong 106 in CERT book that some areas are shaded in the greens, some areas shaded in the red dots and purple dots also there. So this map is based on the information provided in the processes. So we'll discuss later in the next video lessons that what has given the in what kind of information given in the processes in details. Okay, even I can tell you one thing that Samudragupta adapted one method to conquer the whole ancient India: Grahanas, Maksha, and Parigraha, to extend the empires. Even Harishana described this kind of policies. What kind of policies? That how Samudragupta won the battles, how Samudragupta was great, and how many dynasties he conquered in these inscriptions. Okay, so definitely it is a very valuable sources of information or valuable source of informations. If you want to know more about the Gupta dynasty, if you want to know more about the Samudragupta, then definitely you have to read these inscriptions, or you can say the process this followed. So I'm concluding this video lessons for today only. Next day we'll discuss more and in details that what is written exactly in the Ilavat pillar inscription or the Ilavat process. Followed. I hope you understood. Though if you have any queries or the question, definitely you can contact with me through WhatsApps or you can call me. So thank you very much. Stay happy and stay healthy.